What's going on, pirates? And today I am here to talk to you about the tier 0, the best, the most slept on leader in OP16, and that is Buggy. The reason I'm here to talk about it is I've playtested many versions of the deck, many matchups, everything like that, and I honestly, besides Nami, don't think Buggy has a bad matchup. I mean, it's got like Krieg and the RG Luffy if you happen to run into those, but for talking about meta-specific leaders, Nami's really the only one where I feel like it's a real struggle. Enel, if they see enough Elthors early to kill your momentum, it's still a toss-up. You really have to see the Mr. 3s if you're going to run that, just to freeze them. But let's take a look at the list, and then I'll let you guys know what I'm talking about. So many games in, this is the list we've settled on. And I think it's perfect. I've ran many versions of the deck. I've ran the one with the 10 cost Buggy because it can bottom deck a Teach. The problem with that is use all 10 Don, slows the turn down. If for some reason you can't establish 4 bodies to keep it on board, then it bottom decks itself, and then you just kind of wasted a turn where odds are with the amount of search that deck has, they have another 10 drops and you're in the same scenario, just a turn slower. I was running the one with the Newgate version. The other thing with that is, yes, it attaches 2 to your leader and then attaches 2 elsewhere, which is super nice. But what it does is it also slows the game down on a turn where I'd probably like to be swinging like 7-7-7-8 or something similar just with my 10 Don instead of playing that. The great tech choice that I think everybody's on now is obviously the Gravity Blade. That just makes the Rosinante matchup obsolete. We're starting to see it be a little bit more useful into enel. It wasn't really with the, just with enels can't leave the field, and then with Reju's the cost going up. So then it's now that they're starting to run more Frankies again, it's actually getting value bottom decking blockers there. In the enel matchup, you kind of have to see the Mr. 3s. Ideally, you see 2, and with the amount of draw that you get, it's not impossible, but you really kind of want to mulligan for that in your opening hand. A lot of cool plays, a lot of replacing itself. Slave Arrow, everything being a 4K. The survivability of this deck's really good. I really like it in other swarm decks, especially UG Luffy. The reason being is we can swarm equally as fast, a little bit slower, but we can clear their board a lot easier because we're swinging into 0, 1s, and 2s, and then most of the time they have to try to swing back into 6s. And the amount of counter that you have is ridiculous. These being 2Ks is honestly, I think, just what saves you in so many scenarios. Really good. Swarm just as good into Teach. The Rosinante matchup's pretty easy. Anything that struggles to having stuff bottom deck, it's the Gravity Blades, just kind of auto win it for you. So yeah, in this video, I believe we play Enel, Teach, Goofy, and then a Yamato matchup. And we actually went all 4, and they actually all went super smooth. Stick around. It's good later. Dropping the Shiryu. Picking up the dock. That's fine. Take first. Fine. Takes both. Felt very weird. What is here? Come a Burgess or something? You just don't swing with that. If you do, I get out a prisoner. You're insane. Just do that. The only reason is just to get that. I'm not really worried about saving my life right here. I mean, that makes sense why you take, I guess. Can redirect into this, rest this. I should have swung prisoner first. That is my fault. Guess I just make up to it with this. Order of operations, fella. Here's probably the Shiryu, I would assume. That's fine. Okay. I'm interested. That's annoying, but whatever. Interested to see his 9 turn. I mean, I just assume it's an 8 cost each. So that's annoying. That's crazy. This can bounce Burgess, though. What? What is this list this guy's on? I mean, I think I'm okay right now. This does nothing. I mean, he's got a lot of counter. But it's literally just play out another prisoner. You gotta kill a prisoner. I mean, you have to go. He's got abs, ha ha ha. I can just give you the 1K. Yep. Good there. I mean, I'm glad I have that one, I guess. I don't know what he was doing. GG? Question mark? Yeah, what was this Blackbeard list? And why would you not just put this? Oh, because I wasn't at 3 or less. Good for me, I guess. Hey, it's good footage. Swarm Blackbeard. You chose first, so I'll keep this on second, just because you have 2 draws. No prisoners is kind of rough, but you assume that you're gonna hit them. I mean, if it's my fault for assuming, then it's my fault for assuming. Yep, it's gonna be 5-5 or 5-6. What the bad part is, I'm fucking, oh my god, bricked. That's worst case scenario. Elthor into this just makes it not fun. There's the first prisoner. Okay. So I do think... it's that into Ivankov. Yep. Swing a 6, I'll just block. Okay. He gets a lot of value out of Elthor's. I get minimal value out of this. No, it replaces itself and eats a big swing. I am gonna end up countering one of these. Just already being at 3 life is kind of rough. The mama here is absolutely horrible. Nope, that's what I wanted anyways. Cool. I mean, either way, that's fine. I was probably eating one this turn anyways. So I'm very okay with that. There's another mama, so I need to make sure I notice that. This is just worst case scenario in my hand, though. I have a decent amount of counter this turn, though. He just got a lot of swings. No blocker, though, could be his downfall. Just depending how I play this. I do think I'm just 2K'ing out of that. Just interested to seeing what the rest of his plays look like. That might be a misplay. I mean, that's just him saying he has enough counter to get out of 100 swings. Seven, seven. I mean, I just know that deck has enough counter. It's just the way he played it kind of forced me to do it like this. Last is probably Divine Departure or something. That's insane. GG. What the fuck did he not try to clear the board for then? Was he holding the Lightning Dragon? Or was that one of his lives? We get to pick this game. So this game into Goofy. I will steal second from him. Keep this just because we have draw. Does he have the Luffy first turn, or is it just a pass? Just a pass. So good for me. Have the Buggy. No prisoners is kind of rough, but with so many in the deck, hopefully we draw them. We'll probably take a life here, because it'll probably be 2/2 costs, and then 6, or 2 and then 1. No, just 2 and then 7. Josu's good in this matchup, so this isn't necessarily a bad draw. Just, do I swing, or do I just play out double bones, or do I play out... Maybe just because his board state's so whack and my hand is so bad, it is just this and swing a 5. And then next turn just go for a million swings. Because his 5 turn is usually like a Vonkov, maybe one croc comes down, but you're swinging 4 6s next turn. And I'm on 6 Don, so I can swing 4 6s. And have effect up, and have 4K up, so I can honestly swing all those in 7. That's fine. Stand 2. I am actually going to 1K out of that one just because you're going to eat these 2 for sure this turn. If you forget to use Yazli, there's no world. Oh, he just plays a card off it. I don't blame him for that, to be honest. That actually makes me want Josu this turn. Wow, that makes me want a Josu. Still think, though, the right play is just a Buggy. Swing 6 at 6. Get a card out of hand. Yep. Maybe I should have, that should have just been a turn to swing a bunch. I guess I'm just thinking I have a 6-turn swing this turn. I don't think I die this turn with all this counter in my hand. Just have these 3 bricks. So I'm not making that because this just rests. So do give him a 2K here. And I think I eat a good chunk. And I make decisions based off 3 down on these and 3 6s and see what he does. Debating giving him another 2 here. Because what does he play with 5? Yeah, we'll just give him the 2k and then eat the rest. The reason I'm just not making this a blocker is he just rests it whenever he swings this. Galdino's good for him. Stuns, assuming Buggy. Interesting, okay. Just saves me a down. And he went in the wrong order. Unless he's just not swinging this turn to save it. Or do you go 9 into 6? Which you could do. Nope, just 8-5. Yeah, not the order. I mean, you should have just reversed it. Interesting. And we get the prisoner off it, so that's good. So, we are 1 on Buggy. So we have 7 to work with. So I believe it is a bunch of 6s to his face. Can't see you saving either of these. Just Galdino playing over this. Draw 2, trash 1. No Luffy attacks. Play this out. 4k counter for next turn. Well, for this turn. Can bounce one of these if I feel like it. Make this a blocker. This can attack. What does your 9 down turn look like? Ideally, it's something like Boa Ivankov for me. These 3 being in my hand has been kind of rough for me. I will just free block that. I just have 0 reason not to. Croc bounce. Can play this back out if you want to. Oh. Okay. It's Croc Boa stun 1. Now looking at this, I wish I would just let it go just to get this out. Just think the problem is though. Yep. I mean, that's what I thought he was gonna do. Do this, we'll bounce this, bounce this. Would I rather... Can leave those up. Just go a bunch of 6s. Just so I have 2 4Ks. I can bounce a 2K back to my hand if I need it. Because really, even if it's Brook, it just rests the prisoner anyways. Resting my Don is where it's going to be troublesome, so I do think I'm just bouncing this back to my hand at the first swing at face, unless it's a 5. just the order he does stuff is just interesting and doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what his hand looks like, but it's just... You want to swing this last, I just feel like. Well, like until you're ready to go for game. But if it's a boa 9, I mean, I make you a blocker now. I want to say it's just I let this go. And then don't have a prisoner. No blocker 1K. Like, I'm kind of expecting to see maybe another boa. Because if it's just the Brook play, that's fine. You do that, bounce Luffy, probably play back out Luffy and search. Oh, you can't even bounce it back to your hand, so never mind. Play Luffy back out for rush. Now you can rest the blocker. You haven't used that yet, so maybe this is like a weird way to do math. I'm Buggy's biggest fan. How are you today? Yeah, I'm played many versions. This is the list that I have settled on. But no, I literally it's just he's been my boy forever. So the fact that his deck, and I think it's a lot more competitive than people are making it out to be. We will just bounce this just to replay it. Just only one blocker. Unfortunately, bricked up on the Crocs. This one's 14. Alright, so... Not greedy on this first one. Yeah, so I was planning on running it in this one, so I scooped up a couple of the alt-arts of the bounce buggy, because the bottom deck one was really good into Blackbeard, bottom decking the 10 cost when they drop it if they don't have another to drop it. Just the only thing that I noticed, we'll just take second from you to make it awkward for you. This gives me 2, this gives me 4, we'll keep this. The Luffy and Ace starter deck stuff is sweet. That's another reason I threw in the grab blades, is when that came out I've seen a lot of it in Sim, and then if you bottom deck like a Luffy Ace or double Luffy in that matchup, that just feels so bad for them. What I've been trying to do in oh my god, just organizing my cards, throwing away a counter, that's rough. I want the Kuzan deck to put the Borsalino blocker and 09 Buggy. Yeah, that Borsalino's going to be insane. We did not mean to use that as counter. I wanted to use the Ivankov. Don't think you'll have the Don to do that again. If you do, it doesn't matter. Do I want to draw or block and cheat out a prisoner? Next turn is Buggy. So unfortunately, I think it is this. Use the 1Ks on those. I just like cross guilds as a whole though. Like, you put 3 of probably my favorite designed and then like lore story characters like Croc and Buggy still just being irrelevant this late when they're like the first arcs we've seen. Yeah, Galdino is just, it has to be in every blue deck. So here is just 6. He goes Yamato, all that I get to do is 4K. I appreciate the wow, all my stuff is still set to Digimon. I just started streaming again, so I haven't really gone through anything. Just started playing One Piece about 2 months ago. That's so fucking funny. I have a cross guild tattoo with the same kind of people. Where do you have it at? That's sick. Yeah, I just love Buggy, love Croc. Mihawk's cool, obviously. I love calling Mihawk Buggy's right hand. And then, I can't believe all my stuff is still Digimon. We'll make blocker. I do think it's still Yamato, so I am just gonna free block this one. 1k, let the Kinemon through. Yep, eat the 8k, stun the 8k next turn. That's fucking sick. I just love that, like, have you ever seen all like the fan arts and the manga panels where it's like now that you know his backstory and he's Roger's crew or whatever, it's just Shanks going, Buggy, you can quit playing around now or whatever, and then it's just him shifting the continent. So we still have enough for the Borsalino too, which is nice. And then one down up for a 4k next turn, just if needed. We'll be able to rip a lot of cards here, which is nice. He did not play back out the 2k blocker, so this is just a lot of free for me. Stun this, get a couple cards, cheat on another prisoner. The only problem I have with Yamato is everything's at 2k. Plot twist Buggy was Rayleigh's personal. Dude, I like, those ones actually get me geeked up. See another one too, which is huge. And then pass you. Have my 1Ks for the turn. I do think it'll just be a Borsalino play, because these are going to come in on these, which is fine. Yep. Me too, and I'm hoping, because obviously we haven't heard about cross guilds in so long, so there's just so much going on in like the manga, anime, and stuff like that. So I know we're not getting forgotten about, but I just hope that. That it still gets its lore in. Yep, play over this. Momonosuke play. Yep, swing your 5k, give you 1, or I'll just free block the 5. If you make it a 6, that's fine too. Pitching event's fine. Do you go into the unblockable, or what 8 cost do you go into, I guess? Yep. I'll just 4k this. You do play the 2k blocker. So a lot of blockers, a lot of counter in your hand. Stun. Do 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 do. The game plan here is to just play over a prisoner. Both 8Ks are stunned. I have a lot of counter in hand. All we have to do is survive this turn. It should be GG's. Be gone, bot. I would not be upset if Daffy waddled. Dude, like, especially, it's all room for now too. Especially like Impel. Like, he just fits the lore for Cross Guild. Sand Death, so I don't have a blocker this turn, so that actually sucks for me, but that's fine. I'll give you the 2k here. We'll give you the 2k here. Kind of expecting an event for a Yamato, or just another Momonosuke play. Either of those is fine. Yep, because that's all you're down. And then you're swinging 6, 5, 5, 8 is what it should be. And then 5, I give you the 1. This, I just bounce the 2K back to my hand. Don't play it back out. Swing 8, I'll take. You put out another 2K blocker. Yep. 8 at 6, I was not expecting. That is fine, because then I just play out Buggy, or play out Prisoner, because he just went at face. The only problem I have here is, how do I divide this up? 9, 9, 9, 8? Question mark? If you can counter through this, then you just GG's. Shouldn't be able to, but we shall see. Yep, because even if it's all 2Ks, we just win. GG's. Alright, those are some fucking real good games. We beat Blackbeard, Enel, Goofy, and Yamato. So this will actually be sick for the YouTube vid, I think, too.